Welcome back to my channel, guys. Before I start working on the Honda, please help me subscribe to my channel. Click that bell notification so every time I have a new video, you guys will be updated. But I'm working on a 2017 Honda Accord 2.4. So right now, this car is in very bad condition. This customer had a car accident, completely, like, everything's bad. Like, the battery is bad, it's low, it's weak. The whole car, the cluster, everything is like a Christmas tree. Come on, focus. You can see all the lights is on, the ABS, the brakes, traction control. The engine light turns off because the battery keep on dying, so it went away, but good thing I saved it. So this is the code for the check engine light, P0087, fuel rail pressure too low. For the high pressure fuel pump, or they call it direct injection fuel pump. Now for this car, it doesn't make the rattle noise, and then when it makes the rattle noise, this fuel line right here that goes under all the way over and up to the high pressure fuel pump right here. So when you rev up the gas, you would hear like, and that comes from the fuel pump that's making that vibration noise. But this car doesn't happen yet, but it does happen a lot to this model with the fuel pump. It will go every time you rev up the gas, and it would make that noise. But for this one, it didn't make the noise. It only throws the code. So to get access to this, you're gonna remove the black cover that's right here. You're gonna remove the coolant hose right here. So what I did is take out the clamp, pull it back, put a nipple cover the line so the coolant doesn't come out. And then for the connector, you're gonna press on this tab right here, pull, press on this tab for this connector, press on this tab, pull, and then there's a 10mm right here you're gonna remove from the bracket. You can't remove the fuel pump connector yet until you completely remove the fuel pump out, because you don't have room to pull out the connector. Now for the bottom bracket, for this harness right here, you're gonna press on this lock, press down and pull it out because it's locked into this. And then for the cover right here, there's a 12mm sitting right here, and there's another long 12mm sitting behind here. And then you're gonna remove this two wire bracket right here. You're gonna use a pry clip, pry it out. For the bracket, it has two bracket that holds on to the coolant line. So just separate the two coolant line, remove the two 12mm bolt, and then you can remove it. This is the bracket I'm talking about. So this two bracket right here hold on to the coolant hose, so you just gotta separate it out, or you can remove this 10mm bolt right here. But for you to remove this, it's a little bit hard, so I just separate it out like that, get it out of the way. And then for the fuel line, the nut right here, I use my 19mm, the crowfoot, and then I broke it loose. And then my hex for the fuel pump bolt, this is a H6, so it's a hex for the fuel pump. So you're gonna remove the remove the two bolts. Me too, man, not just you. And then for the fuel line nut, broke it loose already. Just loosen it all the way out. There you go. Make sure you put the towel down here too. There's gonna be some fuel coming out. Now for the bottom lock right here, for the fuel line right here, so it sits like this. Let me move this back up. So for the lock right here, you're gonna pull it to the side and remove it. And then for the line, you're gonna push the line in. There's a white lock, which is right here. Press the white lock in and then push the line out at the same time. I had to do it with two hands. So push this in first, pinch the two clamp, the two lock, and then push it. There you go. Oh, I did it with one hand. There you go. There's gonna be some fuel coming out. There you go. Not sure if I have to remove the, yeah. So I have to take out the purge valve too. There's 2 bolts holding out to the purge valve, 10mm here, 10mm here. For the connector, you know, press on this tab, pull. After you remove the purge valve, the 2 bolts is a 10mm, one down here, one on top. Then you can remove it, and then from there you can lift up the fuel pump, and then you're gonna get to the connector. Why is everything so hard to do with one hand? For the connector, you have to press both sides. You can see the 2 tab, so you gotta press both sides at the same time and pull. And then for the fuel pump, it just comes out like that. Come on. Get out. There you go. So this is the whole high pressure fuel pump, and then we'll put it up here. And then for the follower, which is on the inside of this, you're gonna put your finger in and pull up the follower. Come on, come out here. There you go. Oh, slides back down. There you go. This only go one way. You can see the notch on top. And then check the roller right here. Make sure it's not wear out. You see, the oil is kind of bad, so I might have to do oil change after this. And then check the cam gear inside here. Let me give you a better view on the camshaft. You can see that's the camshaft lobe right there. So when you spin the engine, make sure there's no wear on it. Put your finger in and feel it. Make sure there's no rough edges. If it's smooth, then it's good. For this part right here, I bought an original from Honda. This is the part number for the fuel pump right there. That's the part number. And then he bought the line too, but I don't need the line. It doesn't, this line right here is not broken or anything. It's still good. So I'm gonna save him some labor money. So I'm gonna tell him to return this one. You don't need this one. The old one's still good. But if you need the part number, this is the part number for the line. And then this one costs $750 before tax. And then I'm gonna do what the instructions said. So after I put in the fuel pump, I'm gonna use this lubricant right here, which is in the needle right here. I'm gonna lubricate the tip of the thread, and then the tip of the line right here where your next contact, and then tighten down the nut. The new pump, it doesn't come with the fuel lock clamp right here, so I'm gonna take this out from the old one and swap it over to the new one. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna probably put a flathead in here, in between here, pry this tap up on both sides, and then you can slide forward. Now let me show you what I mean by this car is really in bad condition. So this car, I got in an accident. So this customer, he tied down the battery. The body shop didn't do it right. The frame is still bent. I can see like very bad body work, but whatever. I'm just fixing the check engine light. The most important thing, you can't forget the follower. So remember the notch right here, it goes on top, and then once you put them in, once it's aligned, it should go right down. Come on. There you go. Sits all the way down. And then for my new pump, I put the lock over to the line already. I greased the O-ring a little bit so that way it slides in easier. Put in the new pump. There you go. got my fuel pump in already. Reconnect the connector first, and then I'm gonna tighten down the 2 hex bolt. Tighten down the fuel pump. I got the fuel pump down already. Forgot to tell you guys, make sure you guys check the fuel pump connector. Make sure the wire back here is not broken or damaged. Make sure you check the pin inside of the connector. Make sure it's not broken or damaged or corroded. If it's good, just go ahead and put it back. I put back my purge valve already. Reconnect my connector. And then for the fuel line, you can see the fuel line here. So I have it aligned with the other fuel line. Push it in, make sure it's locked. Here it clicked. Give it a pull. It's locked. That's good. Put back your fuel line lock. So put them in, snap it in. There you go. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of that lubrication on the thread right here, and then on the nip. So if you buy the fuel pump and it doesn't come with this part, it's not necessary. This is just a little bit extra, but I'm just doing the step. If you don't do it, it's not gonna hurt you. So put a little bit on the thread, put a little bit on the nipple. There you go. And I'm just gonna align my fuel line nut. If it's too hard for you to align the line with the fuel pump to get the nut down, just loosen out the fuel pump bolts, so that way you can have a little bit of room to readjust the line to where it gets it straight and perfect. You don't want to strip the fuel pump and the nut. So if you strip it, ooh, bad news. For the line, it doesn't have to be crazy tight. So this is tight already. Just snug it a little bit. There you go. That's it. And then just put all your hoses, the bracket, and then all the connector back. I got everything back on. Put back my PCV hose, my coolant line right here, all the bracket bolt, the 212, and then I hook back the 2 coolant line to the bracket. This one has the black cover missing, and then reconnect my 2 connector right here. Put back the push back the harness to the lock position, and then now I'm gonna go key on 2 times to pump the high pressure fuel pump, and then I'm gonna clear the light and then come back out, check for the leak, any gas leak. If it leak, you gotta fix it. Right now I'm gonna go key on 2 times. I'm gonna prime the fuel pump, so that's 1 time, 2 times. You can do it 3 times if you want. So let me start it with the 3rd time. There you go, starts right up. You can see the car has the traction control light, ABS light, brake light is on, even though the brake is down. But I'm just worried about the check engine light. For this one, the battery keep on dying on me. It died, and then I had to jump it. It turns off the check engine light. But I'm gonna clear the check engine light. So let me show you. I think the code is not gonna be here because the battery keep on dying. Yeah, I had to jump the car a few times. And then for this one, I try to reach back with the customer, trying to ask them for an oil change service. They didn't want to do the oil change either. This customer is going cheap, so I'm just doing it whatever they request. You can see the steering light is on now too. It's not my problem. Just worrying about the check engine light. So even though there's no code, the battery died, but I'm still gonna clear it just to double check, you know, just to make sure. There you go. That's it. And then I'm gonna go back out to check for a leak. Make sure there's no leak at all. So I'm gonna show you. Make sure. So I had to jump the car, the battery kept on dying. Now check for any fuel leaking from the line or from the pump. So there's no leak at all. So that is it for this video, guys. So if you guys new to my channel, please help me subscribe. If you guys have any comment down below. Ask me anything you want to ask me. I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. But I'm out. Peace.